The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Authors, book lovers, and storytellers, welcome to RM Hype, and you're tuning in to Reader's Magnet's featured author interview. I'm your host, Revan, and today we have a very special guest. A really good writer, a mom, a grandmom who loves writing mystery novels. Let's welcome author of Murder Most Deadly, Jeanne Riedel. Hi, Jeanne. Thanks for joining us today here at Reader's
Hi,
Magnet. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited for this because I actually have a copy here of your book on my screen right now. You know what? I really love how you um, start the novel. It says, slowing his pace, William assessed the situation that was developing. When a shot rang out, he pushed Anna behind a hedge and took off running in the direction of the two people up ahead. That's a really good start of a book. I'm really hooked already when that's the first two sentences of the book. So, can you tell us what is Murder Most Deadly about? Just a little bit about the book.
A little bit about the book. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just basically what you had said with William and Anna witnessing a murder. And after trying to help solve the murder, they've just gone into a lot of things that are really dangerous to their family. And it just seems like um, things were building, and they finally, with the help of friends, they are able to solve the murder.
That's really nice. The book cover, by the way, for our viewers out there, the book cover is right here. Look at that.
Right.
Murder Most Deadly. That's a really good cover, and I actually want to open that book. And I'm actually opening it right now here on my other screen right here. So yeah. So Jenny, what gave you the idea to write Murder Most Deadly?
Well, I had written Soon You Will Be Mine, which was with William and Anna, and I wanted to do another book with William and Anna, kind of do a series. Um, this one was a little bit harder, and I think I started the book three different times, three different ways before I fully, hit upon doing it with Murder Most Deadly. And
Mm-hmm.
that's, I don't know, I like to watch murder shows and things like that, and I get my ideas from that way.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm actually hooked. You said your first book was Soon You Will Be Mine. Do you know what my first idea about that? I think I really thought it was like a romance, but because this is the prequel of Murder Most of that was like, oh, it has another voice. I really thought Soon You Will Be Mine, but it's actually Soon You Will Be Mine. I
Yeah, that's
love
right.
that. So, yeah. Very
Yes.
interesting. So, how is Murder Most Deadly different from your first book, Soon You Will Be Mine?
Um, there's similarities in that, but it's different, a whole different angle that I went with, that we have some of the same characters from Soon You Will Be Mine, but this one takes place in their hometown, and
Uh-huh.
it's more it involves more of their family and her
Hmm.
daughter and their grandkids and things like that. So it's a little more involved in that way than Soon You Will Be Mine was.
Nice. So right now the second book is Murder Most Deadly. So I love that this is a series, by the way. So I'm actually a person who loves reading murder mystery and thriller. So this is actually up on my alley. So I've actually I've actually tried reading this since last week. So I'm actually hooked with Murder Most Deadly. And I just learned that it has book one called Soon You Will Be Mine, and I'm actually eyeing on that as well. I might look for some copy here in the office. Maybe we have a copy here, so I will also read that as well. So yeah. And by the way, since this is a series about William and Anna, right? So do you have a favorite character? Who's your favorite character in the new book, and why?
Um, Actually, this time, I think Anna was my favorite character. She came out a little bit stronger than in the
Mhm.
first book, even though she was strong in that one. But her faith in this book is what carried her through and got her through a lot of the tragedies and the
Mhm.
suspense things that were happening in the book. And I think she was my favorite character in this book.
Yeah. You know what? I'm also interested in Anna was when I was reading this because Anna just actually just run head on without the moment is scary, but she just runs to the scene when William was shot. So no spoiler for the audience right now. So if you want to know more about William and Anna, just go check on Murder Most Deadly. It's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, I believe. So you can check them out there and order. And let's let's get to know Anna and William. And there's also a first book called Soon You Will Be Mine, which I am also interested in. So I will be checking on that as well. I might order one because I want to know more about Anna and William because I am already interested in the story. So oh, by the way, Jenny, what was there a part of the book that was hard for you to write since this is mystery and like scary book?
Actually, it really wasn't so much a part of the book, but it was
Hmm?
my hang up with it. The first book,
Mm-hmm.
Soon You Will Be Mine, was so easy for me to write. I went
Mm-hmm.
through it, in just a matter of months and wrote it. And this one, I think I was in the mindset that I should be able to do the same thing and write it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more difficult. Like I said, it took me about 3 tries to starting the
Mm-hmm.
book to get what I wanted. And then it, got hung up on, oh, I need so many pages. My other book had
Mm-hmm.
this many pages. I need to write this many pages. I need to have this many pages in the chapter. So after
Mm-hmm.
kind of doing my sounding board with my friend Cindy, I realized that was the problem. And it was me and not so much writing and just to write, and whatever I got, I got. And that seemed to help move things along a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Was it difficult to this is my personal question by the way. Was it difficult to piece information like solving problems like the murder? Was it difficult?
Um, some of it, I would do a little bit more research on some of the things, with moving, using the type of gun and different things like that. But I try to keep it more general, so
Mhm.
I don't have to get real specific and somebody read it and say, "Oh, that's not right." So I like to keep things a little more general and
Uh-huh.
uh, broader than what I need to. It just makes it easier.
Yeah. You know what? That's why I admire people who write thriller, suspense, and mystery because there are a lot of information that have to be pieced together, and I cannot do that. I cannot write mystery novels because I think it's really difficult. So that's why I admire my idols are actually writers of mystery novels because they know how to make it dark, but they also know how to keep the characters going, like that interact with each other. So thank you. I admire you for that as well, Jeanne Riedel. Jeanne Riedel. So by the way, what do you hope readers will feel or think about after finishing Murder Most Deadly?
Well, I hope they enjoy it. And the ending is a little different from what I've done before, but I hope they enjoy that
Mhm.
and think I'm looking forward to her next book and hoping that
Yes.
they'll enjoy a series and just like the stories about William and Anna.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm also interested in this series because I've just started reading last week this book, Murder Most Deadly, and I just learned that there's a book one, was it Soon You Will Be Mine, and I
Right.
believe this. If this is going to be a next book, I will surely be taking note of it. I'm sure
Yeah.
I will be following this. Yeah.
I, at least one more, I think, is what I'm going to do with William and Anne. I've kind of got some
Ah.
ideas and formulating some things and just kind of sitting back and taking my time and getting everything
Mhm.
figured out the way I want to go.
Yes. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I hope I can have the time for it because I will be reading this and then go back to Soon You Will Be Mine, and I hope I will be on time so that I can have the third book as well. So for you readers out there, once again, this is Murder Most Deadly by Jeanne Riedel, available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. That is the book cover she's holding right there. And it has a book one as well called Soon You Will Be Mine, also available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So right
Right.
now, I'll give the floor to you, Jeannie. So can you promote your book, your website as well, so that our viewers can follow you?
Okay. I don't have a website per se, but it's also at Reader's Reader's Magnet
Mm-hmm.
bookstore. So it's also
Mm-hmm.
there. They can go to those three places, and hopefully, you'll be having some book signings and set up with some different bookstores in my state. So,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yes. So is is the book available on Amazon as well, right?
Yes,
So
Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and then also on a Reader's Magnet bookstore. They can get them any of those three places.
yes. So once again, that's Murder Most Deadly by Jeanne Riedel, available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and the Reader's Magnet bookstore. So go ahead if you're so interested in reading Murder Most Deadly and these types of books just like me. So I will be checking out these bookstores. So by the way, do you have future projects that your readers can follow you? Like
I
future
do have,
books or future projects?
yeah, I have a Facebook page with just with my name and then author after it, so that they can follow me there and get updates as to what's going on or where I might be with doing any kind of book signings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So for you guys out there, you can actually follow Jeanne Riedel on Facebook. That's Jeanne Riedel. The spelling is right there on the screen. So just JeanneRiedel. Jeanne Riedel, author
author.
on
Yes,
Facebook. Yes,
correct.
and she is the author of Murder Most Deadly and book one as well. Soon you will be mine. I'm
Right.
so interested in these books. So follow her and read her books, and let's talk about the books if we meet. And let's go to her Facebook page and talk about her books as well. So for her future projects, she will also be posting it on her social media.
Right.
So Jeannie, thank you so much for joining us here on Readers Magnet. I'm such a big fan of you right now, and I had a good time with you.
Well, I thank you for all your help.
Okay. So once again, thank you for spending time with us here on Readers Magnet. And guys, let's open the pages and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. And I believe that your ink never runs dry. So go tell your story, you storyteller. And once again, this is your host, Revan, and we have our guest there. That's Jeanne Riedel, our author. And as we say it here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Bye now. Stay awesome.